Hello and energy on to business energy hack number 30. Wow! And today I would like to share something you can also use for your business, even it's now in a different context. And this is, I just was at the Blickfang designer exhibition here in Zurich. For me, I'm always kind of blown away by all this creativity from all the different people. And there's so great things, not only like with jewelry or clothes. No, there were so many other different things you could see, really creative. Like the thing that impressed me the most was that there was kind of a clock, but it was kind of time meter, and it was kind of a meter, and it really didn't show the time in like a normal round clock, but it was kind of written, let's say, 3:15, and so the time was written in a line and in different colors, and it really looked great. But what I actually wanted to share with you is, how's about your creativity? When was the last time you really were, working creatively and you had an idea and you really, kind of took this intuition of this idea and started working on it? So take a moment, just think back, when was the last time? And if you remember, what kind of feelings did you have at the time? Were there positive feelings? Did you really enjoy, being creative and develop something new maybe people haven't seen before? So hello. And that's one thing I would like to share with you, because sometimes we get kind of ideas, but we think it's not the right moment, or we don't have time to follow on with these ideas. So, but this is kind of sad, because I want to share a really great story about Elizabeth Gilbert. I think that's Gilbert. She's the author of Eat, Pray and Love, and she shared the story because she always tells how the idea to a book comes to her. And one story she shared, that she got a really great story about a book, that the story she would let it play in Brazil, I think, and I think it would have been in the 1930s, and so she had a plot in her head, but she didn't have time to write it actually, because I think she was running her divorce at the time, so she was just completely occupied. And then once she had time, she wanted to start writing with it, but it just didn't kind of flow. And then she met kind of a fellow author, and they really enjoyed each other's companies and supported each other. And the funny thing is, then her friend told her, I really got this great idea about this book, and it's playing in the 1960s in the US, and it was the complete same plot in a way from the people, just in a different time. So time and in different area. And then in a way, Elizabeth, she said, I understood that kind of these ideas, they have kind of a life of themselves. They want to come to life. They're looking for somebody who gives kind of birth to them, because they want to be seen. And she didn't have the time. It was not the right time. So they just, hopped on to somebody else. And this other lady, her friend, just, brought this idea to life and wrote the book actually. And that's what I really wanted to share with you. If you really have an idea, you don't collect them, write them in a booklet, and every once in a while, sometimes if I have time, then I'm gonna, look into it. No, just really if it's coming to you, this idea, selected you, so you can be honored, and you really should try to help this idea to come to life. So then really just, if it for some reason works for you, then just go for it, and really put this idea to life, and also live your creativity. That's something I wanted to share with you. And I think it's not just about writing a book, it's also about writing or designing a new course, or writing a concept for your business that drives your career. And there are so many splendid ideas out there. They want to really kind of be seen. So if some of those ideas hits you, then just take it and put in all your creativity and give them life. So I hope this was a kind of a creative impulse for you to really work on your ideas, to see it as an honor and then use them. And I see you tomorrow, right? Energy on!